All right. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. We're just waiting. The guys must be in a driver's briefing still or something. I believe they reset the server once already, but just waiting for the. Oh, looks like they might be going right now. So let me just get that switched over for you. Oops. There we go. So I had to rebuild my computer last week, 2 weeks ago, so everything's still a little haywire. Here we go. I'm not sure. There's only a couple cars out on track right now, so I'm not sure if this is actually quality. No, it's still free practice, so not sure what's going on. That is a sweet livery right there, though, by Victoras. I believe if I recognize that last name that I definitely cannot pronounce. Yep, Victoras. That is an awesome livery, man. Couple more cars pulling out. Looks like, I mean, well, yeah, it's just practice. It's just practice session. I'm not sure what's going on with the actual qualifying situation. I'm sure the stewards are figuring it out. It's made me question if I got the race time start, but they just had the driver's briefing. That's always right before the race, so. Spicy there. Kyalami is one of my favorite tracks, I think. It just feels racetracky. Well, I mean, the server is up, Condor. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be watching it. So I'm not sure what's and they can, I know, just skip it to the next session and make it qualifying instantly. So I'm not sure what's going on. At least we're getting a look at the track. Just had a bit of a seizure. This is probably a tough track for the Mustang. It's probably very fast. There's lots of good straights on it. It's got a lot of quick direction changes and stuff as well. Where's Discord? Let me see here. Let me go see what's going on.
We had to restart everything because we got more than 50. Make sure you join the one that's called Pro-Am and not the rookie one, okay? You're just streaming Pro-Ams this week. Yeah, so if you notice that there's no rookies on track, it's because we had too many, we had to split the server. It is great. Yeah, Yeah, man. Yeah, so quality.
Are you in this server, Chad?
No, I'm starting. ACC crashed or something. I gotta restart it.
So Nate, the Pro-Am server should be live right now, so you can go ahead and join it.
Yeah, I'll start qualifying in a couple minutes. Just wait for the rookies to get out.
Yeah, once I'm in, we can swap everything at the exact same time. Are you on Pro-Am or rookies?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick them shortly. Don't worry.
Hello.
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 Is there Jonas? Is there a kick command you remember? Is it just kick?
Yeah, /kick.
Cool.
Okay, both servers are up.
All right, so exciting news. I figured out what's happening. There are so many people in the GT Europe League that they had to actually split the rookies into their own class. So, let me pull up ACC TV and get a full count. Looks like we have about 30 drivers just in the Pro-Am division, and that's what this is. Looks like there's still a few to be kicked. Those red number plates on the right there, or on the tower there, those got removed. The reds are rookies, so we should just have white and gray ones. Unless someone signed up incorrectly, then they might just have to run with the red for now. But yeah. Definitely got close to 30 drivers, though, in the Pro-Am division alone, so that is awesome. Should be some exciting racing for sure. And so that's also why we're just chilling in the practice right now. They're working on getting the second server up and getting everything organized. But we should have qualifying going here in the next few minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water before things get underway. looks like we are
Green light,
about
give it all you can.
to start the race. So I'm assuming they're going to do it in 2 sessions. So we got to scurry to get out first. Actually, it looked pretty good. But here we go. It is, well, I just updated Awesome Sim Racing as well, so honestly, it looks like those might be intentionally blacked out cars, but if you're not seeing your livery, it's probably not uploaded correctly. You do have to redo it every season, I'm pretty sure, so make sure to get that done. If you're not seeing your livery on there, I'm sorry if you don't see it. But yeah, we are underway. We are at Kyalami, one of my favorite tracks. High speed, pretty technical, and it's the, you know, I think that you can kind of overtake almost anywhere. The track's wide enough, and it feels very racy. Pretty much everywhere. This is the Pro-Am division. In case you didn't know, we did have to split. Normally we do rookies, pros, and AMs all in one, but we had so many. I don't know what the actual total number is. I'll try and get that, but we had so many we had to split the rookies. But I mean, we still have something wrong with the server, it looks like. Interesting. Huh. There it is, lost connection.
Green light, give it all you can.
I think everybody lost connection there? I am not sure. We got another
Green light, give it all you can.
Alright. Third time, maybe a charm. Only 6 minutes in the session. I'm not sure what's going on here. It seems incredibly short. We are on board with Andrea Martier. Nobody set a time yet. Been having a little bit of issues with the server, but that's all right. They're just growing pains. But yeah, the issues are all just caused by us having so many people signed up, which is awesome to see. Thank you all for showing up and being part of this. Big thanks to the stewards, the league owners, of course. Everybody making this what it is. while we're waiting for everybody to start their laps too. Good time to let it be known that for those of you interested in iRacing, we do have an iRacing division going as well. I'm sure you've seen some pings and stuff, but definitely check that out in the Discord channel for all the info and stuff. I myself haven't played iRacing yet. I really want to get into it. I just haven't had time. From what I hear, it's the best though, despite the bit of a paywall. But I believe we've even got some free what would we call those, classifications, where you don't have to pay for anything or very little financial requirement. Alright, so maybe this session's short and they're doing the two and two different, just very micro 6 minute sessions, 7 minute sessions. Maybe that's it. Nonetheless, that's nerve-wracking. You only get 1, 2, I guess you can get like 3 good shots of it. I don't really have time to go back to the pits and change tires, so. Getting really close to the edge there, but I think he'll keep it in play. It was in bounds. It doesn't look like he got invalidated or anything. And so this will be the bend. Oh, did that might have invalidated. Definitely lost some time he could have had. 142.4 is the benchmark set by Andrea. And he's been overtaken by Jones and Davis so far. 141 basically flat by Jones. That's impressive. Let's find someone to hop on board with that's starting their lap. Here we go, Hankavuri. Currently sitting in P5, about 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds back from P1. Loving the livery. I believe that's a new one this season. I think he had some sort of print like that, floral print, but the color scheme is awesome. Two minutes left in the session, so yeah, it looks like you only get, on a track like this, you only get 2, maybe 3 if you're quick to get out there. Attempts. And it looks like Turnka, we'll call him, must be a rookie, but that's not a rookie, he just kind of registered himself as a rookie. Unfortunately. So that's why he has the red card, I'm assuming, on the timing tower there, you see. I'm not getting any relative timing for this lap by Hankavuri as he comes through sector 3. Coming through the final few corners. This one's a downhill, tricky braking zone. You really want to carry the speed there, through there, but the corner's tight and cambered away from you, so the corner's tougher than you think, especially to get that traction and drive. Hankavuri down to P9. He did improve though. He's 1.4 seconds. He used to be 1.6 seconds. Some other drivers setting some better times, it looks like. This is Kevin Jones, the man, and I believe it's Kevin. Callum Jones. Callum Jones. Sitting in P2. two thousandths of a second behind Davis, who looks to be his teammate, as they're both in the same livery Mustangs. So maybe some tight teammate competition on the first race of the season. Some Lando and Oscar-esque situations, perhaps, throughout the season. We'll see. These two definitely looking to be in good form and bringing the speed. Both of them currently up on their laps. And Callum is able to get it over Hunter by now 1/10 of a second. And that's going to do it for the time. Let's see who else we've got coming across. So this is Barry Dunn, currently down in P22, looking to improve. Jumps up to P20, but lots of cars still on track. Now we've got Bugan, currently in P4. And it looks like he will be staying in P4 unless someone can overthrow him. This is Purcell in 22nd, moves up to 18th. Bonus Charles goes from 19th to 18th. Turka is into the pits. Henriksen with an awesome looking liveried Porsche right there. Moves up to 17th. Currently in P7, we've got Batek. Comes across the finish line. Let's see if he can improve. He jumps all the way up to P4. Awesome work there. And in P8, the man we started with, Martere. Andrea, let's see what he can get. He does not improve, so P8 looks like to be where he will start the race. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel like we didn't see everybody out on track, did we? Maybe everybody was out at the same time? Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think we did. So that'll be the session. There we go, I was muted. Alright, we are back. Oh, there's a run. We are back and ready to rumble. Let me get this, start. Grid walk time. So, starting us off in P1, Callum Jones in the Ford Mustang. Followed by what looks to be his teammate, who just teleported on track, Hunter Davis, or no, it just looked like that, Hunter Davis. Sit in P2, Juan Diaz in P3, but he's definitely going to be trying to finish in P1. Andre Batek sitting in P4 in that BMW. Loving these liveries so far. Patrick Bugan sitting in P5 in the Porsche. Lucas Kupka, he's quick. I believe looking for him to make moves. I believe he won the championship last season. Meek Burkhoff sitting in P7 in the Aston Martin. That is a sweet BSR livery as well. Andrea Martiere sitting in P8 in the Ferrari. David Varmuza also in a Ferrari sitting in P9. Jacob Turnka sitting in P10 in the BMW. Dean Solomon in ORL Staple has been around forever, sitting in P11. Lucas Tresor sitting in P12 in a BMW. Simon Krett P13, also in a BMW. Ribbon number 69, nice. Andreas Marsonis, sitting in P14 in the Ford Mustang. Anka Burry sitting in P15 in that awesome livery Mercedes right there. Michael Hutchinson sitting in P16. He's pretty quick as well. I'd expect him to be making some moves up the grid. Same with this driver right here, Henriksen. Porsche starting in P17. Justin Sikorsky sitting in P18. Bonus Charles in P19. Am I going to get through this in time? Or am I not? Andy Purcell sitting in P20. Oh no, I think I got time. Michael Zakowski sitting in P21. Let me just trim down my speed here. Ian Week sitting in P22. Barry, go to the next one. I should have done it manual. Barry Dunn sitting in P23. Followed by Terry Dunn in P24. I'd love to see that. Families stick together. Tom Lesser looks like looking to be starting from pits. Kairos going to be sitting in P26 in the Porsche. Victoria's in the awesome livery Mustang, starting in 27th place on the grid. And Uskokovic sitting in P28 as we get it just in time. Should we get the green light? There it is. The green flag is waving and we are racing. And I honestly forget which of the two is who. I believe it's the Jones on the left there. Davis looking to try and send it around the outside. He's looking good. He's gonna get the inside coming in. I think he's got it done, and he does. Yeah, that's pretty much a show. Oh, we'll see some respect from the two teammates there. And yes, I do believe that's Davis now in P1. Because it looks like the timing tower is going haywire. Couple of accidents, but I think they were all just bumping rugs. I didn't see much going on. And if I pull up the track map, there are two cars kind of off there, so maybe someone spun out, but yeah, nothing major it looks like. Everybody keeping it pretty clean on the first race of the season. Love to see that. All right. Let's look further back to grid. It is tight between these two, so it's hard to look away. They're honestly starting to build up a little bit of a gap as I look to them. And it's not much to Diaz in the rear. What's the question about Discord, Matthews? Like, you're looking for our Discord? I'm sure I can get the link and post it once things calm down a little bit. I'm gonna take this time. So it looks like everybody up to P7 is essentially this train you're seeing here. Then there's a bit of a gap. We've got P8 and P9, Turnka and Solomon. As Turnka goes, oh, able to catch it though. That could have been costly. Okay, yeah, I'll get that link for you in a minute here, Matthews. And then the rest of the train really. It looks like a few accidents have occurred as we've got 4 cars kind of straggling behind. Oh, you're in Vegas. Awesome. Have fun there. Ian Weeks might have just joined the server also. Alright, so... Nope, yeah. Trying to figure out how to get the... I've honestly never shared a Discord link before, so... It's weird, it doesn't work though. We got it from the... Let me get back onto the action here, though. Up at the front. Anybody's game, these two. Definitely controlling the race so far. Starting to stretch their legs a little bit to Juan, who's further back. And then you've got, this is really the furthest battle up in front, is these 4 battling it out for P4. No one really seems to be sending many lunges yet. We've got a couple penalties, but for how many cars are on the track and how tight they've been running, that's perfectly fine. I would say everybody's been very clean. It does look like Kupka is starting to think about trying to find a way around Mugen. And they are getting into it now. Drops to Mugen for not backing out of it, though. Able to hold on to the position. And there it is, Kupka. Oh, Mugen's not done yet, though. Kupka's gonna have to go defensive here on this one. Mugen trying to hit the switchback, and he might have. This is some great racing from these two drivers right here. But Kupka is able to make the move stick, it looks like. Could it be Burkhoff now putting Mugen under pressure? It very much looks like it. We're going to stay right here. Let's see what looks like Burkhoff. Watch his wheel action. Link is, and I'm trying to get you a Discord link, but it's not copying or something. Maybe it's a Let's see who else is putting up. Some battling though. Further back on the grid, we've got Tom Lesser trying to hold back Barmuza, it looks like. Lesser's got, I think that's one of the Duns, yep. Terry Dunn right in front of him as well. You can see Barmuza making moves, trying to find a way around. But that BMW is looking planted. Barmuza sticks his nose into the inside here. Oh, a little bit of contact. I think that's going to be deemed okay, though. That wasn't anything. Oh, okay, now we're getting more contact here. Neither driver given an inch. No one's seems to be affected either, though. That is elbows out. Oh, thank you, Richard. Yeah. Further up the grid, we have Hunter Davis and Caleb Jones battling it out. Man, it'd be sweet if Lando and Oscar were battling like this, just way up the road. That'd be fun to watch. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure McLaren would hate that, though. But Caleb is literally has been glued to the back of Hunter's car for the entirety of this race. Well, he was in front for a little bit, I believe. No, just for the start. Hunter took that position off the start with a great move around the outside to the inside. All right, let's find another battle. So Burkhoff still, Bugin's doing a good job. He lost in one position. It looked like Burkhoff might get him. Burkhoff is still there, still trying to. But Bugin hasn't lost the position yet. jump into the nitty-gritty. We've seen these guys. These are as they were last time we saw them out on track. Ooh, here we go. Kind of solo battle right now. These guys, Dean Solomon and Marsonis, really battling it out right now, and they're kind of just off on their own, with no one in front of or behind them. Really close in comparison to most of the other clusters on the grid, or on the track. New to Discord, but been racing for years. I didn't see that until just now. Oh. Yeah, hop on in. There's all kinds of info in there. If you aren't signed up, sign up with us. We've got quite a few divisions, so that should have at least one in your time zone. This Dean gets a little squirrely there, and that opens up the door for Marsonis, who snatches the opportunity. And there's no way Dean is going to catch that Mustang down the straight here. Great move from Marsonis there. Ooh, got some cool looking liveries here. This is Pazorski, who does also have a 10-second penalty. He's got that awesome livery, though. Wow, that thing is sick. And he dips into the pits, it looks like, to serve his penalty. Smart move, get it out of the way early. Give you a ton of time to recover. So that's going to release Hankavuri, who's under pressure from Kairos. Kairos started, I believe, all the way back at the back of the grid, and is now up to 14, so great work there. Actually, I can check that. Yes, Kairos is up 12 positions from where they started, so great work. Hankavuri's up 2, so both racers moving in the correct direction, but now it's a battle between them. Maybe that's why it wasn't letting me copy the links. It can, as well, Richard. That would make sense. So I was trying to copy the links. Of course, I could have typed it though. I know it. Kairos, I think, was thinking about dipping up the inside there, but well, it wasn't close enough in the end. Update on our leaders. They are still going at it. I mean, they're both they're teammates, so I'm sure there's some mutual respect there. I wouldn't expect this to come to a real head until maybe they try some different pit strategies, or the closing stages of the race is when I would, try to make a move on a teammate. Kupka up in 4th place. Still see Bugan holding off Burkhoff as well in the background there. And a very damaged Ferrari. I don't think that's one of the front runners. I think that's a back marker. This is going to be the this and then the 1 and 2 are going to be the closest battle. This is a good opportunity for Burkhoff here. He has as close as he's been all race so far. He's going to try to sling it around the outside. Oh, I clicked predictions and I couldn't switch to the camera view, but it does not look like he's able to get it done. Another great opportunity. He is right on that rear bumper. This is probably the best opportunity, I'd say, on the track. Let's see what Bugan does. I'd expect a defensive move to the inside. Interesting. I think because there's still plenty of race left, nobody wants to risk it there. If it's later in the race, I'd expect Burkhoff to probably send it up the inside there. Neither car seems to be really making a mistake or visibly hurting their tires. You keep... Oh! What just happened? Oh, that's not what we were watching. I think we're having someone DC. Maybe and it jumped everything around. Yeah, I got you. Hang on. Audio needs to be turned down. No problem. There you go. That should be better. Let me know, I can obviously turn it down more. I think I can beef up my mic as well. Oh yeah, that's what happened. I used to have it bumped up, and then I had to get that new motherboard, so everything got a little weird. Is that better? I don't want to go too high. All right, but these two still very much going at it. And oh, wait, yeah. It looks like Jones, I missed it. Well, it must have been while I was messing with my audio, but we have a new race leader now. Callum Jones has retaken first place from Hunter Davis. And these two have caught up to Kupka. It looks like probably an error on Kupka's part, as Kupka dips into the pits. But so Callum Jones is now our leader, followed very closely by Davis. So these two still going to be a battle, and they are nearly 6 seconds clear of P3. I really think this is where it's going to have where the... I mean, these two have been going at it. But, again, the other two. Interesting enough, the gap between Jones and Davis seems to be growing, but Davis does have the fastest lap. And Burkhoff really glued to the back here, but never quite close enough to make anything happen. But here we are coming into one. Like I said, I think this is the best, one of the best opportunities on the track for sure. Oh, and Burkhoff might be choosing to get it done in the pits. So we jump on board with Kyalami and Hunter. Look to see for another battle. Found one. This is back for P16. We've got Henriksen. And
You're halfway through, not
it
always.
says Kupka, but that's not Kupka's. Yeah, oh no, that is Kupka's car in the back there, but that's not the one closest to him. That's a back marker. I believe. No, the timing tower just hasn't updated. Because ACC TV, interestingly enough, is giving me. There it goes. Different. Was giving me different position. It's for the drivers. So here we've got 18 and 19. Dean and Marsonis. These guys have been going at it all race so far. We're about 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes left in the race. As you can see, Marsonis looking to break the toe. Dean doing a good job at staying with the Mustang, I think, on this track. That's got to be, I mean, especially with a straight like that. I'm looking at my grid here to see what else we got going on. Dean getting real close there, but not close enough to, at least under control enough to make a move. We also got, oh, commentator curse strikes as Kupka goes into the back of Burkhoff. And that is going to be very minimal damage for either racer, it looked like, but Burkhoff came into the pits to try and overtake Bugan that way, and unfortunately that's going to definitely put a hamper in those plans. We'll keep an eye on where Bugan can. Oh, and Bugan's up in P4, and he has completed his pit stop. He's coming out on track now, so yeah, it would have been much, much tighter had that not happened. That is unfortunate. And that is, he was even able to jump Diaz, it looks like. Now, it did look like Diaz had the more pace, so we're going to stay here, as I'm sure it's a matter of time before Diaz puts the moves on him. Drivers shifting almost at exactly the same time there. Downshifting at exactly the same time there. And Bugan doing a great job of not giving Diaz a way around. You can tell he's trying to find it. Oh, interesting, folks. Caleb Jones has stayed out while Hunter Davis has completed a pit stop. So keep an eye on that as that could potentially determine who's going to be leading this race, maybe even winning it. Oh, Diaz looking to send it around the outside. Nope. Trying again to send it around the outside or possibly even a switchback. Wow, he cannot be any closer than that. Some close quarter driving from these two. The slightest mistake, and certainly the other will pay. Diaz side by side around the outside. Little bit of contact there. Diaz trying to stay stuck up in there. Boogan not backing down. Stewards might have a look at that one. I'm not sure. It looks pretty clean, but we'll see. That's why we have these stewards for, and that's what we thank them for doing. Kyalami Jones still has not pit. Oh, Boogan had excuse me, a warning on him. Thought something had happened. Maybe it was just another slight contact between these two, but Diaz is just all over that rear end, having to back out, as you can see. It's so loud. It's okay, I can adjust that real quick for this view. So we hop on board Diaz's dash. And you can see there, Boogan just does a great job of positioning this car perfectly where Diaz can't go to the inside or outside. Real great driving from both these racers right now. Alright, let's see where else we've got. Kyalami Jones had a flag on him, not sure what it was for. Oh, he has completed his pit. He has completed his pit stop. And he is 12 seconds to the good. So looking like he may have this in the bag now. Oh! Oh! Thankfully we caught it quickly enough to get this. So this is the replay on whatever happened between Boogan and Diaz. Boogan's going to be the all red one. Diaz will be the red and white Porsche. Little bit of contact there. I don't know. That is why we have stewards. I don't know who I'd put that on. I'd say there wasn't any more room Diaz could have given him, so it honestly kind of looked like Boogan turned into him. Blue flag ahead. He does good to get out of the way, it looks like. Not slowing up this battle. Boogan's not far off yet. Elsewhere on track, this is for P9. Dean, who has gotten ahead of Marsonis now. These guys have been battling all day. Pixel, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And so for as far as battles on track, we have these two and we have these two. Kupka and Burkhoff. Interesting. I don't think it looks like Kupka's received a penalty for that. Maybe the stewards haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe they deemed it as a racing incident. It could have also happened before the pit stop, though I swore it happened after Kupka had pitted. Back to Dean and Andreas. Speaking of Andreas, GTA got moved back again till like May now. That's unfortunate. At this point, GTA is like the dragons in HBO in Game of Thrones. Like, oh, they're coming. Take a look at the track map. It does not look like anything intense unfolding right now. Kupka is still all over the back of Burkhoff. Burkhoff's holding him by. I'm sure Kupka does not want to go for a pet overtake and cause another accident on the same driver either. I would hate that. Let me see. Try and hop on board with them. There's not a lot going on right now. 20th. There you go. Let's see. Best lap time is a 1:42.9. And that was the last lap. That's probably the best of just this stint. Looks like he's about 3 seconds behind Varmuza. 6 seconds above ahead of Kret. Pit window is now closed. There's just under 10 minutes left in the race, guys. We are on that closing stint. Calum Jones is still the race leader. Only 4 seconds in it somehow now. Maybe that's traffic they're getting stuck behind. It was 12 a while ago, or not too long ago. So Hunter Davis is trying to hunter Calum down. I can't hear if anybody laughed at that, but hopefully someone laughs at that. And as for battles currently on the grid, we have still Burkhoff and Kupka. Here's Dean and Andreas, and it does look like we may have a... Here's P16 and 15, BMW on BMW action. As you see, Lesser trying to make a move on Dunn there, but unable to get it. Dunn just able to shut the door in time. Oh, and contact. We have contact done. Saves it, Tokyo Drift style. Somebody clipped that. That was pretty cool. And holds on to the position. That'll. I'm not sure if the stewards will deem that a penalty because nothing really came of it. We may have something unfolding, however, as it looks like Burkhoff, and by extension Kupka, hunt down Turnka in this BMW, and that's even Bugan, not too far away. So 7.5 minutes left. I don't know if Bugan's on the menu, but Turnka definitely is. Closing stages of the race starting to come alive. Gap between P1 and P2 is now down to 3 seconds. We'll make sure to keep an eye on that as well, you guys. Looks like there are no cars between Davis and Jones as well at the moment, so no traffic or anything to try and navigate. But Burkhoff is definitely thinking about lining up Turnka. As we come into the final corner here, going to be a great overtaking opportunity into this straight, and Burkhoff is so close to him. That BMW isn't a slouch in a straight line, however. And Burkhoff unable to make the inroads he needs. Pulls maybe a mini dummy to the inside. This could be another opportunity here. Very unlikely because of the series of corners that follows, though. Oh, surely. Oh, Burkhoff gets the nose in, but unable to carry the speed. And Kupka has come into contention, and guys, there's 5.5 minutes left, and the gap between P1 and P2 is now down to 1.6. We're watching a three-way fight right now for P5 between Kupka, Turnka, and Burkhoff. Dip to the inside, Burkhoff, yes. Oh, this could be an excellent move, but Turnka's not backing down, and Kupka is all up in there. Wow, I can't believe these guys didn't collide there. That is some top shelf driving. That was some exciting action on the track. I can't believe nothing came of that. And these three are as they were. Turnka putting up a great defensive display. Words. And they are inching ever closer to Bugan, with 4 minutes left. And this is what it's looking like up front for the win of the race, the lead of the race right now. Down to about a second between these two. But these three have me glued to the screen right now. Another hairpin. Another opportunity. And no one thinks about sending it up the inside there. Alright, here we go. Burkhoff into the up to the inside again. This time not carrying the speed for sure. And has to fall back into place. Oh, and gets sent airborne by that curb. Thankfully nothing happened. I'm not sure why he's pulling into the pits. Maybe he feels he was slighted somehow. Checking up with the race leaders now. It's down to less than half a second, you guys. It was 12 seconds after the pit strategies played out. Some A+ driving by Hunter Davis to reel in Kyalami Jones here. Is he going to be able to get the move done? He's got 2.5 minutes to do it. That's going to boil down to, where are they on the track? 2 laps at least, maybe 3. No, I'm sorry. We'll only get 1 more lap after this. They might cross the line in time for 2. It does look like we'll have 2 laps out of this. Oh! As Kyalami Jones running wide, probably taking a track cut just to hold on to the position. He's got 1, maybe 2 more laps to hold him at bay for. This is coming down to the wire, folks. This could be a very exciting season here, season 17 in the GT Europe division. And you can see the gains Davis is making through that section right there. Here we come into another sharp corner. And Davis trying to get the inside there. Unable to make it work though. Come down. Davis thinking about maybe sending it around the outside? No. Is he thinking about a switchback? Perhaps. Does he have the drive? No. Falls into place. And Kyalami Jones just has to keep his assumed teammate at bay for 1 more turn. Maybe that could just be a default livery and they just happen to both be running it.
Leaders on final lap now.
There are a few other battles as well. Dean still trying to keep Andreas at bay. That kind of looks like the only one, so let's hop back with the leaders. Who are full elbows out right now. As Kyalami Jones tries to hold on to this. He started P1. He lost it into turn 1. Gained it back about halfway through the race. Had a huge margin after the pit stops, and Hunter Davis has brought it back to nothing. But they are coming through the final few corners right now. And certainly, it looks like Kyalami Jones will hold on to this one. As you see them round the corner to finish P1 and P2, Kyalami Jones and Hunter Davis here at round 1 of ORL season 17. Here is Juan Diaz. I'm not sure who that is in front of him. Might be Henriksen? Yeah, it's Henriksen. Juan Diaz and Henriksen crossing the line. P3 for Diaz. Great race there. Kupka looks like, oh yeah, we know he was able to get around Burkhoff. Not able to get Bugin though. Bugin finishes P4. Kupka P5. Unfortunately, I missed Turnka in P6, but there's Hutchinson in PE7. Crossing the line in 8 and 9, Solomon, who's able to keep Andreas at bay there. Bonus Charles bringing it up in P10. In 24th and 3rd, we have Barry Dunn and Ian Weeks. Kyrus crossing the line in P12. That is starting at the back of the grid. That's a great drive there. Tom Lesser, P13. Terry, P14. Here comes P15, 16, and 17. Terry Dunn, Victoraz, and Purcell crossing the line there. P18, Varmuza. P19, so he moved up a position since we were last checked up with him. Sokolowski. P20, Simon Kret. And I believe these are racers just still, I think that's everyone? No, Mick Burkov, it says he hasn't finished, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is some kind of protest? I'm not sure what's going on. It also says that car hasn't finished either. Maybe to finish the race. He has to finish? I don't know. Maybe he's doing this for points. Maybe it's just more server issues. But Burkov could have finished still very highly. Gonna be coming up in 18. Alright, guys. Big shout out to the stewards. The stewards, obviously. The racers, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll figure out something going forward, potentially on broadcasting the rookies if it's becomes feasible or possible. I know we're a little short-staffed on broadcasters. If anybody wants to throw their hat into the ring, message us on Discord or myself. Definitely can talk about it. But I will catch you guys same time, same place next week. Until then, you guys have a good one.